It is Fred and Bobbie Becker here, and we are back with you for another question that we often get asked while we're traveling around the world. We're doing a series of these vlogs to answer questions that people have asked us.
Mm-hmm. And they're fun to answer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we get a little deeper than others. So if you've seen any of the other ones, thank you for having already watched, and we hope you enjoy this segment of a Fred and Bobbie vlog.
Okay, this one may be a little more lighthearted.
Well, we'll see.
Okay, so the question is, what's your favorite type of performing, or what's your favorite show business?
What's your favorite part about show business? What's your favorite thing about being in show business? That's the question. What's your favorite thing about being in show business?
Boy, that's a really good question. So, I like communicate. Okay, I'm a very shy individual. Like off stage, I'm shy. At a private...
I've always been shy. I confess it. I'm shy. I'm shy too.
She's the opposite.
I'm clearly shy.
So, like at a cocktail party, I'm the guy standing in the corner staring at his shoes the whole time because I'm very. It's hard for me to go up and just be social.
Me too. Totally.
But when I'm on stage where I have a purpose to go out there and be on there, I have to deliver a message of some kind. That's my job. Now I'm very comfortable.
Well, you started out as a shy child and you did your magic for your parents and then retreated back into your bedroom to work on another trick. And for some reason, the shyness didn't extend out into you actually performing in front of people. Why is that?
Yeah, I can't explain it. It's magic.
Is it that fourth wall of theater that sort of protects you, or is it the positive reinforcement that you get from the audience for giving them a good time?
Either. I'll tell you the one thing that really sticks out in my mind. I was 19 years old and I was hired to perform the biggest show of my 19-year career as a magician. I was to entertain at a high school, and there was a room of about 1,000 people, maybe, young people. And I went in, and the night before I came down with like the flu. I became really, really ill. But the show must go on.
The show must go on.
So the next morning I showed up at this place really early. And it took me forever to set up the show because I was feeling so weak. And probably should have been in quarantine.
Light-hearted video.
Right.
Fred had the flu.
I was barely able to move. But as soon as that show started, when the curtain raised, I was like Superman on that stage. I gave the best show of my 19-year-old career there. And while the show was going on, I felt no pain whatsoever. I felt completely energized and probably as well as I had ever felt.
Okay. And
as soon as the show was over, I literally like collapsed backstage. I could not carry on.
But is this your favorite part of showbiz, that you feel great when you do it? Because I don't think that's...
Well, I
think that's what they're hearing, but I know that's not what you're saying.
No, I found it completely magical. That moment where you're plugged into the audience, where you're giving everything you can give, and they're rolling it back to you in this sort of wave, this kind of almost mystic give and take between people on stage and people in the audience. I can't, I know no science behind it. I can't qualify.
Well, and that's evolved from when you were 19 to now, what you always tell me when we're, if I've messed something up on stage or I feel stressed out or something went wrong in the show, and you always say, we're not curing cancer. That's not our job. We're here to make people laugh. We're here to entertain people. And so to answer the actual question of what's your favorite part of show business, is that, what's your favorite part?
Okay, my favorite part, and I've told you this before, so I'll tell it to you now, is typically we're in venues where people are there as a reward of some type. Whether it be a business function where people are having like an awards banquet, if they're going out to the theater to forget their troubles for the evening, if they're on a cruise where we work a lot, where they've maybe saved up, gone on this vacation, this once-in-a-lifetime vacation, It is a reward that they're giving themselves for all the hard work that they've done.
Right.
And we get to be a part of that reward.
Yeah.
So I take that as an awesome responsibility.
Right.
I want to make sure that I don't let those people down, that I deliver their money's worth, whether they bought a ticket, if they're there because they had put so many years into a company, or they're on a vacation.
So your favorite part of show business is that you get to be a part of someone else's experience, their experience of a lifetime, maybe.
Yeah, I actually look at it as a job of service.
Right.
I'm pretty good at entertaining people and making people laugh and making them go, wow. So,
you were given a gift for comedy and you're using it.
yes. So, which seems rather serious right
I know.
now.
Well, no, I'm trying to get to the heart of the question. You see, in an interview setting where people ask you questions,
Right.
you answer clearly and concisely and quickly. But we don't do that.
No,
we're really bad at that.
We ramble.
We ramble
All
and
right.
chatter a lot.
Give me an example. What is it you like about show business?
My answer is difficult because I don't. The show business part of show business is not something I need. I've always been happy singing in church, or a part of just a choir, a community choir, local theater that doesn't pay me anything. And it really, for me, my favorite part about it is the people that are involved with it. I must thrive on sort of community and or networking relationships. Everything I've ever done, I have tried to maintain communication with the people that I was involved with, whether it be a show or, I went to paralegal school, so I have like my paralegal pals. I have, I did Guys and Dolls, so I have my Guys and Dolls friends. I like the relationships and the friendships and remaining in touch with people that I've had relationships through the years. So being a part of a cast, being a part of that special thing is the most important thing to me. I do love the lifestyle that the show business gives us, that we've traveled all over the world and we've been able to be paid to see the world. I love that part of it. And I think the longer we do it, the more I look at it the way you do, because now I'm a part of people saying those things to me, about why they are on the cruise and how our show touched them in some way.
Part of their
so
enjoyment.
that becomes that is becoming more important to me. But my favorite thing, up to this point about show business has really been all of the friendships and the rewards of that. The experiences that I've experienced as being a part of something that not everybody gets to be a part of. That's been wonderful.
Do you have a favorite job that we did together?
Like a specific venue or something?
Yeah.
That's really tough. I mean, there's certain cruise lines that I love more than others, perhaps. So, how do I say that? Boy, you just put me on the spot. We've had, every job has been fun or rewarding or interesting in some way, created some memory for us. The time that we worked in Vermont, making the drive, most people would be like, y'all are crazy. We drove it took 3 days to drive from Texas to Vermont, and we enjoyed the drive, and I don't know, there was something about it that was great.
Saw parts of the country we'd never seen before.
I had never been to Vermont, so that was a wonderful, fun experience. I loved doing that. And the drive back, not so much. We were like, okay, now we're ready to be home.
Yeah, that's true.
That was really fun. I loved the land tour that we did. All the crew and everybody that we worked with was a lot of fun.
That was nice, yeah.
We've been very fortunate. We've done so many fun and creative things.
I like the Kennedy Center.
The Kennedy Center was amazing. I mean, see, it's hard to remember every single thing we did, but Kennedy Center was ridiculous.
I also like some of the more out of the way ones, like in Perry, Florida.
Yeah.
Where it's
just
like a small town,
yeah.
and it's actually the third show I've done for them. The first one that you came with me. And they're just really.
I also really love the active senior communities, because those are our people. Those are our people. That's who cruises with us. So it's almost like having our cruise audience, but on land.
That's actually how we got involved in it.
Yeah.
The first
That is true. That is we met some people on a cruise who might be watching this video right now.
Yeah.
And they told the booker at their facility to make sure and hire us.
Yeah.
And then we got to do a couple gigs for them, which was really fun. You know, we maybe that is the best part. Maybe that's our favorite part of show business, is that where it takes us, the roads it takes us on.
Unexpectedly.
All the places that we have gotten to visit, places we never would have gone necessarily. And it gives us a reason to travel, and it pays us to travel. So it's been great. But ultimately, I think we both love the fact that, and Fred said this to me from day one, because I remember saying I always wrestled with not having a real job. Felt like I needed a real job. And sometimes when you're at sea and you're having sea days, you feel like you're not contributing to the world on those days. You're just laying in your room watching TV. And I said that to Fred a couple times, you know, and he would say that this is an act of service. And you would repeat that to me, that people had saved their whole, potentially up to that point, their whole lives to pay for a cruise. It could be, you know, we met a family that the mother had Alzheimer's, and they knew that there weren't going to be memories that she had anymore. So they had brought her on a cruise. You know, a lot of things like that where we can make a difference in somebody's vacation. And I think ultimately at the end of the day, that's probably where we would come down on.
Yeah.
You know, our favorite part about show business is we're given that opportunity to be a part of it, and we take it very seriously.
Well, and we certainly hope that we get to come where you are and do a show for you. Please let us know if you've seen us before
and put it, if you have other comments you want us to do a vlog on, you know, put it in the comments. And
thank you. I started this with that in mind. We're answering questions, so if you have some that would be fun to have answered, not how the tricks are done, but anything sort of surrounding the business of show, then drop us a line and we'll see if we can't put together a new video.
All right, you guys, we will see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.